Yesterday, hundreds gathered at the Rosal Martyrs Monument site in East Kanji to observe the 103rd death anniversary of the Martyrs. Sasha Ramsaran reports.
Yesterday, March 13th, marked the 103rd anniversary of the 15 Rosal Martyrs who were killed on March 13, 1913 by colonial police after protesting for better standards of living. In observance of the occasion, the East Kanji Humanitarian Society, in collaboration with other organizations, held a simple commemoration ceremony at the site of the Rosal Martyrs Monument at Rosal, Kanji.
I'm from the East Kanji Humanitarian Society. Our motto is to assist and serve, and in today's program we have been asked to help to make this program a success, and we have done just that. We have tried our utmost to see in what way we can help so that we can realize and we can celebrate the lives of these martyrs who had sacrificed and struggled for the betterment of the country.
Those in attendance at the ceremony included former Regional Vice Chairman Bill Jagru, members of Guywood, President of Guy Fuse Ms. Indira Yakub, relatives and friends of the martyrs, and residents of the area. Delivering the feature address at the event was Regional Chairman Region 6, Mr. David Armagan.
100 years ago, 15 sugar workers died here at Rosal Estate. And it is not something that many people knew about too, just like me. And from that 100th anniversary, we decided that a monument is going to be created here on this site. And we decided to convert that jungle into what it is today, a little better than what it is today, and when we started it 3 years ago. And so the then government spent, and the regional administration too, spent large sums of money to bring this place to what it is today. Of course, Mr. Akil did further work when he got those pillars built and installed so that the names of the sugar workers who died were inscribed in those little blocks that you see there. So that is a contribution made solely by Mr. Akil based on his own source of funding and raising money from the community and so on.
The chairman further added,
I think it is important, as I said, to develop this area, because when they were killed, I understand that they were all thrown into a mass grave at some place in this ground. We don't know the exact spot, but they were all buried in a big mass grave. They were all pushed into that grave and they were covered with mud. And so this site for us is very sacred because it has the bodies of our ancestors who were killed by colonial police. And I must today also pay tribute to Mr. Jagru, our regional vice chairman, who came here early in the morning, many days, to make sure that this site was prepared to commemorate that 100th anniversary of the martyrs. The colonial police, after killing them, they made them martyrs. And you know who are martyrs? Martyrs are people who struggle for their rights and are cut down because of the things that they believed in.
The original monument was built in 2014 and consisted of a single structure. In 2015, however, member of the Kanji Development Council and resident of the area, Mr. Muhammad Akil, constructed 15 additional pillars encircling the original monument, on which the names of the martyrs were engraved. Mr. Akil, who was present at yesterday's event, explained what inspired him to enhance the monument.
When I retired from being chief labor officer, came back to Kanji, there was a committee established to start this work. The government came on board, they removed the forest, leveled the place, right? And the government built this plaque, as you see there. But I thought that was not enough. So I decided I will build a monument. Funding was difficult to come by, so I decided to do it my own. But I got some assistance from materials from Kafuz, Tulsi Prasad, and the Bobby's Bridge Company. The whole monument cost about $500,000.
He further disclosed,
But I want to develop this entire ground into a park. Right? And I will do that. It may take me some time, but piece by piece I will develop it. See, I have a slide here already, so I will develop that. Right? That slide was denoted by A. Ali and Sons.
A relative of one of the martyrs also had a few words to say about her late grandfather.
What more I can say?
Or a beggar.
I remember my father
You
used to
have
cry
the
for
same
his father because he was 13 days old when
You
his
have to
father
leave.
died.
This dunya.
You know.
This
And he
field.
wanted to become a doctor. He said, well, how I can become a
Some go
doctor because I don't have a
peacefully.
father. But his children
go.
became doctors.
Cultural items were also a part of the day's proceedings.
काहे मनवा धीरज को तो काहे गुनाह करो अपना सोचो कभी नहीं होता आगे करी सो चाहे हो राजा चाहे भिखारी तो कर सभी के यहाँ कायदे राम का लेकम कोई लाख करे चतुराई राम का लेकम.
The group also extended acknowledgements to Chairman Mr. David Armagan for providing monetary support for the execution of the event. The 15 martyrs that were killed were Rupen, Jugo, Gafur, Sohan, Naibur, Jugai, Durga, Sarju, Moti Khan, Hulas, Bole, Sadula, Lalji, Gobindai and Badri. Sasha Ramsaran reporting for